तव कथामृतम् तप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितम् कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः।
ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जना. We are studying the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and we are in the conversations recorded on April 22, 1883, and we like to read it once more because the questioner seems to be quite intelligent and the questions he is asking is making Sri Ramakrishna pinpointed in his answers. So that will be of a great help to us. So we start. A Brahmo devotee, sir, what is the way? Master, attachment to God, or in other words, love for Him. And secondly, prayer. So we don't know which of these. So he asked like a cross questioner. Brahmo devotee, which one is the way, love or prayer? So Master comes with the correct answer. Master, first love and then prayer. And the Master sang. Cry to your mother Shama with a real cry, O mind, and how can she hold herself from you? How can Shama stay away? Continuing, the Master said, and in addition to this, and what is the way? Love and prayer. First love, then prayer. And one must always chant the name and glories of God and pray to Him. So there are ways this love and prayer, but certain additional things are necessary to start with. And so, and one must always chant the name and glories of God and pray to Him. So pray is there also with the names and glories. And then when love is developed, again pray. An old metal pot must be scrubbed every day. What is the use of cleaning it only once? Further, some more points. One must practice discrimination and renunciation. Mind you, the way is love. And in that way, it is essential to have, one can understand in the love, chanting of the name and glories are there, and every day it has to be done. Further, one must practice discrimination and renunciation, Vivek and Vairagya. One must be conscious of the unreality of the world. So what is that Vivek? Which will make us conscious that the world is not real. Thakur is talking to householders, and yet he emphasizes the point that the world is unreal. From that, a conclusion comes, if the world is unreal, we should renounce the world. So, practical question comes, Brahmo, is it good to renounce the world? Now there, according to the constitution, one can do. It is good or bad is another question. But one should be able to do, and so Thakur in practical sense says, not for all. Those who have not yet come to the end of their enjoyments should not renounce the world. So renouncing the world formally, inside the vasanas are very much there. That man will become a hypocrite. So that is not wanted. Bhagavad Gita parallel, mithyacharasya uchyate. Can one get drunk on 2 annas worth of wine? That means unless that intoxication comes in full God, love of God, one should not renounce. Brahmo. Then should they lead a worldly life? So he wants a categorical answer. But here the categorical answer, objective answer cannot be given. So they should live a worldly life. Finish. Oh, no sadhana or nothing. So here the answer will be with a rider. How to live the worldly life? How to live the life in a world? How to lead the householder's life? Worldly life, householder's life. So Thakur delicately distinguishes and tells, yes. Yes means apparently worldly life. They should try to perform their duties in a detached way. Yes, but it is like a but here. That worldly life does not mean enjoyments. Worldly life means they should do their duties with detachment, in a detached way. And for that examples, before you break the jackfruit open, rub your hands with oil so that the sticky milk will not smear them. So he harps upon that discrimination point. You may be a householder, but unless you gain that discrimination, you should not merge in that household life. And the example, the maid servant in a rich man's house performs all her duties, but her mind dwells on her home in the country. So in this Rupak, we have found several points. That rich man's house, their own house is rich man's house, which means God's house. And they, the owners, have to live like maid servants. Now, while giving the details of maid servant's attitude, her maid servant's house. So here, own house means again God's house. So this Rupak should be understood properly. But her mind dwells on her home in the country. This is an example of doing duty in a detached way. So detached means your house is with God, not in this world. You should renounce the world only in mind. So actual renunciation is not possible for a normal householder. So he should renounce in the mind. But that is essential. Renunciation, he told, is essential for the man of the world in the mind. For a sannyasi, outside also. But a sannyasi should renounce the world both inwardly and outwardly. Now, in between, one word had come in Thakur's conversation, that end of their enjoyments. So the Brahma is asking, what is the meaning of the end of enjoyments? When the householder should understand that I can renounce. Master, I mean the enjoyment of women and gold. So we have understood this woman and God, enjoyment of all sorts of enjoyment of objects is summed up in the word enjoyment of woman. And means of enjoyment is called goal. So when the enjoyment of woman and gold, he is explaining end of enjoyments. So end of enjoyment means the end of enjoyment of objects and enjoyment of means of enjoyment. It is risky to put a typhoid patient in a room where pitchers of water and jugs of pickled tamarind are kept. So householders should be very cautious on this point. Most people don't feel any longing for God unless they have once passed through the experience of wealth. So details about woman and gold, unless they have once passed through the experience of wealth, name, fame, creature comforts, and the like. That is to say, unless they have seen through these enjoyments, seen through. Thakur has told that if one has discrimination and is going through enjoyments, all types of enjoyments, he understands that they are futile, there is nothing in them, they are insipid, they do not lead to joy, though they are called enjoyments. So this, through experience, when one finds out, then he is fit for, that is called the end of enjoyments. So end of enjoyment means enjoyment of woman and gold. And woman and gold means wealth, name, fame, creature comforts, and the like. And one has to see through. That means go through these enjoyments, but every time through discrimination and mental renunciation, you find out the hollowness of those enjoyments. They do not give joy at all. Brahmo, who is really bad, man or woman? No, because Thakur has used the word enjoyment of woman and gold. No, it is addressed to men. So the question is why we should end the enjoyment of women. Now, whether we have the tendency to enjoy or the women are seducing us, making us enjoy, that is the question. The question who is bad, man or woman, means man is bad because is prone to enjoyment and he forces himself upon woman. Or woman is bad means women want to be enjoyed and they seduce a man for that. So among this, which you have to be more careful. Practical life. Thakur's answer is very different here. All women, if you say good and bad, all women are not bad. All women are not of the same type. So the partial blame goes to man. How he deals with woman goes to man. As there are women endowed with Vidya Shakti, so also there are women with Avidya Shakti. We have seen the meaning. Avidya means wrong knowledge, worldly enjoyments. And there are women who are women of power. But that power is for merging in the world or going towards God. So women themselves can help you to go to God. Not all women are of that type. Women will make you merge in the world or women will make you go to God. They will help you. A woman endowed with spiritual attributes leads a man to God. That is Vidya Shakti. But a woman who is the embodiment of delusion, Avidya Shakti, embodiment of delusion, makes him forget God and drowns him in the ocean of worldliness. This universe is created by Mahamaya of God, God's power of appearing through as different objects. Mahamaya contains both Vidyamaya, the illusion of knowledge, and Avidyamaya, the illusion of ignorance. Illusion means the objects of the world are illusory. But some objects take us to God, some objects take us away from God. And both are creations of Mahamaya or God's power of creation. Details. Through the help of Vidyamaya, one cultivates such virtues with the help of Vidyamaya, through, as the taste for holy company, knowledge, devotion, love, and renunciation, all this with the help of women. Avidyamaya consists of the five elements: attachment to objects, and the objects of the five senses: form, flavor, smell, touch, and sound. So, five elements, the subtle elements which will make up the gross elements and the objects. And why? Because they are tempting to the five organs of man. These make one forget God. Brahmo, if the power of avidya is the cause of ignorance, then why has God created it? So this question will not be replied because God has created both, one Thakur has told. And why this? Thakur will tell that unless this is there, the other cannot be appreciated. So the purpose in life he is showing, not why God has done, but what is the purpose in our life. Master, that is his play. That means not real, and his will cannot be challenged. That is the play. The glory of light, now the use in our life. The glory of light cannot be appreciated without darkness. Happiness cannot be understood without misery. Knowledge of good is possible because of knowledge of evil. So, the good can be appreciated against evil, and for that, both are there in our life. Further, the mango grows and ripens on account of the covering skin. So, see that appearance of avidya, through that one grows. Now, mango, there is that skin. One is not going to eat the skin, mind you. Here, funny experience I will tell. Funny according to the place. In Tamil Nadu, they like to eat mango with the skin. That is the taste. In Tamil Nadu, if there is a special feast, they will say vade payas. Now you may think one savory, one sweet. They eat vade in the mouth and drink payas on that. Anyway, exception, but otherwise, that skin is there to help the mango become ripe. You throw away the skin when the mango is fully ripe and ready to be eaten. You are not going to eat the skin, but without the skin, can the mango grow? It is possible for a man to attain gradually to the knowledge of Brahman because of the covering skin of Maya. So, Maya binds us, we understand that, and so we go to God. gradually knowledge of God. Maya in its aspect of Vidya and Avidya may be likened to the skin of the mango. Both are necessary. Here we have to pause and find out what is in Bengali. Okay. So both together are equated with the skin. So with the help of both Avidyamaya and Vidyamaya, the inner thing is ripening. Our devotion to God is ripening because we see the Avidyamaya, we come out of it, we take the help of Vidyamaya and we grow. So both together are equated with the skin of the mango, without which the mango cannot ripen. But finally, we don't want any Maya. We want to come out of Maya. That also is a delusion. But we want it, still we have gone sufficiently towards God. That is the whole picture. Clear? So both are necessary means both Vidyamaya and Avidyamaya are necessary and both together are like the skin of the mango. Now, more practical questions from a Brahmo devotees. Brahmo. Sir, is it good to worship God with form? An image of the deity made of clay? So God with form. What are the forms of God? Divine form. Durga, Kali, Shiva, Vishnu, Ganpati. But human form. Avataras. Ram, Krishna, Ramakrishna, Christ, Buddha. This is one aspect. But then when one tries to love them, one goes through images because we are not seeing Durga, we are not seeing Shiva, we are not seeing Rama or Krishna, we are not seeing Ram Krishna these days with our eyes, and so images take the place of them. Now here the Brahma means that Saguna, that with forms, all right, but have we to use these images? Master, you do not accept God with form. Brahmas do not accept God with form. That is all right. So Thakur is not forcing anybody. The image is not meant for you. You are thinking of that as image. It is not meant for you. For you, it is good to deepen your feeling toward your own idea. So Nirakar God means some idea of God. God is the ideal. And so have more and more clear idea of the ideal and love towards that ideal. So this sentence reminds me of something from Swami Vivekananda. After a lecture, one devotee said that Maharaj, that point I did not like from your lecture. Swamiji immediately said that was not for you. Other person said, Maharaj, that was the most important point. Swamiji said that was for you. So, according to the constitution, man picks up, and Thakur is not forcing anybody. But be sincere with that Nirakar. You develop the love for the ideal which you are thinking. For you, it is good to deepen your feeling toward your own ideal. From the worshippers of the personal God, you should learn their yearning. So, you have to be sincere. Now, some points are very important from those who worship images and Sagun Brahma, personal God, that you must pick up. Very important point. Psychological. Their yearning, for instance. They, Saguna lovers, are longing to love God. That first point which I had told, love and prayer. So that love towards Nirakar does not function so easily. Avyaktai gatir dukkham dehavadvir vapyate. So that love, attraction, you have to accept towards your Nirakar. Example, Sri Krishna's attraction for Radha. He has turned the tables. God is attracted towards the Bhakta. Bhakta is attracted towards the God. Simultaneously, God is attracted towards the Bhakta. That is the quality of Saguna Bhakti. In Saguna Bhakti, when we love God, God also loves us. Rather, it is God's love which prompts us to love Him. So, Thakur is pointing out their love. Example, Krishna's love for Radha. So this is a thrilling something. This will change the whole perspective. You may love Nirakar, but you must understand that Nirakar God is loving you and is attracting you. If you get rid of the other things through discrimination and renunciation, you will be automatically attracted to Him. You should learn from the worshippers of the personal God their love for their chosen ideal. So the other side, both sides. God is loving you, you are loving God. That love should be conceived and cultured. Conceived that God is loving you and cultured your love for God. When the believers in personal God worship the image of Kali, so now he brings up the image. When the believers in the personal God worship the image of Kali and Durga, with what feeling they cry from the depth of their souls. So these images help them to crystallize their thought, to crystallize their love, and crystallize their yearning, not abstract way. So when the abstraction is brought to physical form, then the love is felt, the attraction is felt. Depth of their souls. Mother, oh mother, how much they love the deity. So he brings in between. This is during the worship or their attitude through the image is being described. So their yearning is expressed when they cry, Mother, oh Mother. How much they love the deity, you should accept that feeling. You don't have to accept the image. So you don't like image, don't accept. But see, with the help of image, how much yearning they have. Can you catch that yearning towards God, Nirakara God? So now that lesson is carried. Another lesson. Brahmo. How does one cultivate the spirit of this passion? Why don't all attain it? So, how to attain and what are the hindrances in that? Master, this passion is not possible unless there is satiety through enjoyment. That Bhoganta he brings again. Satiety through enjoyment. Satiety is a special faculty of man. For example, we are eating food. Now our hunger is satisfied, but the satiety is not filled, so we eat more. So satiety is a different function of the mind than actual fulfillment or desire. So that enjoying through, Thakur had told, through that enjoyment. That means not that you can reach the end of enjoyment any time in life or life after life. That is not possible. But if you are proceeding through Viveka, then a point comes and you say, oh, enough, enough, enough. I have seen through. I do not want now. That is called satiety. Satiety through enjoyment. You can easily, now it's giving example of satiety, you can easily casual a small child with candies or toys. But after eating the candies and finishing its play, it cries, I want to go to my mother. So the time cannot be calculated. It is the attitude, and that is what happens. Child can play for some time. How much time? Each child is different. And so through practical example, Thakur is showing this satiety. Enough of this play. I want mother. That comes to the mind. Some children, they go on playing, forgetting everything. But the children in general come to a point because the love for the mother is already there. The need for the mother is already there. They are forgetting that due to play. You have cajoled them, you give them something and they're playing. But that cannot be forever. Unless you take the child to its mother, it will throw away the toy and scream at the top of its voice. See, at that point, nothing else. Mother, mother, mother. He will throw away the toys, the sweets, everything. He wants to go to mother. That is called satiety. That is should come through discretion. That is child's is natural. But for a grown-up man, it should come through discrimination and dispassion. So all points made. Now additional point, because the Brahmas do not accept Guru. So that point is raised now. The members of the Brahma Samaj are opposed to the traditional Guru system of Orthodox Hinduism. Therefore, the Brahmo devotees asked the master about it. Master Masha has given this introduction telling us about Brahmo devotees. Otherwise, it's natural to want a Guru. Brahmo. Is spiritual knowledge impossible without a Guru? So, if I do not accept a Guru, better. So, if spiritual life is possible, not possible without a Guru, Master. Master wants them to understand first what is Guru, not just telling possible or not possible. So, Satchidananda alone is the Guru. Satchidananda is the name of the God. And God alone is the Guru. He does not call it God, he calls it by the abstract name, existence, knowledge, bliss, absolute. So that God, he has the Guru Shakti. If a man in the form of a Guru awakens spiritual consciousness in you, then know for certain that it is God the Absolute who has assumed that human form for your sake. So attitude towards Guru will come when you think that that Guru is God. And God's power has come through him. The Guru is like a another way. The Guru is like a companion who leads you by the hand. So what is a Guru? He is not a Guru, he is your friend. And Guru knows the way. So he leads you by the hand. Come with me. After the realization of God, one loses the distinction between the guru and the disciple. Because what is a guru? He has realized God. If you have realized God, there is no difference between you and the guru. So guru is not a person to stick. That is what Thakur is telling. Guru is God's power. And if you, through that power, which appears to you like a friend, when you reach your goal, you need not formally go on worshipping that guru. That creates a very difficult situation. There the guru and the disciple do not see each other. Because the disciple sees Brahman everywhere. The guru sees Brahman everywhere. So the distinction is lost. It was for this reason that Janaka said to Shukadeva, Shukadeva went to Janaka for learning. Give me first my teacher's fee if you want me to initiate you into the knowledge of Brahman. For the distinction between the teacher and disciple comes to it, and the disciple ceases to exist after the disciple attains to Brahman. The relationship between them remains as long as the disciple does not see God. So Thakur's explanation of the Guru is that it is God in that form, and so when God is realized, it does not. So, in a practical way, give me my fees first. It was dusk. Some of the Brahmo devotees said to the master, perhaps it is time for your evening devotion. So, formal, they worship God twice a day. And so, Thakur also will require that formal devotion. But, master, no, it isn't exactly that. Exactly that means sometimes he may worship, but it is not that. One should pass through these disciplines in the beginning. Later one doesn't need the rituals of or formal worship or to follow the injunctions. So that Vaidhi Bhakti does not remain. It leads to Raganuga Bhakti and then that is not necessary at all. Something what happens in our duty and every sphere, something which is essential at one point becomes obstruction for our further growth. If we try to go back and perpetuate it, it is obstructing our progress. That has to be understood. After this, the preacher of the Brahma Samaj conducted the service from the pulpit. The service was interspersed with recitations from the Upanishads and the singing of Brahma song. After the service, the master and the preacher conversed. Master, well, it seems to me that both the formless deity and God with form are real. What do you say? So you bring back that topic. Because what the point here is, you may worship formless God, but you should not say that other is wrong. You should not criticize that. So Thakur brings up that topic himself. What do you say? Preacher, sir, I compare the formless God to the electric current which is not seen with the eyes but can be felt. So he has not caught the Thakur's point about the God with form. And God without form is electric current. So he has not caught the idea of both. And so Thakur comes back to his own life. Master, yes, both are true. He has not said that, but he has talked something irrelevant. So Thakur takes his own line and says, yes, both are true. God with form is as real as God without form. As real, God has forms. And God is beyond forms. And God is formless. So what is impossible for God? These avatars are God. Shiva and Vishnu and all that are God. Through image one worships God. And one can think of the formless God. That formless God is nothing but unspecified form. Do you know what describing God as being formless only is like? So that is what Thakur is pointing out. Don't say God is formless only. It is like a man's playing, a very beautiful example he has given. It is like a man's playing only a monotone on his flute, though it has 7 holes. Flute has 7 holes. You can produce 7 notes and combination. But one helper, he produces only the sa or bass. So one hole only is using. That is Nirakar. Nirakar also is a form, unspecified form. And telling Nirakar only is like sticking to that unspecified form. A lump of clay also has form. And deities, different deities are made from clay, they are also forms. And different deities can be made from that clay. But a lump of clay is only the unspecified form. And that you have monotone only, though it has 7 holes. But on the same instrument, another man plays different melodies. Likewise, in how many ways the believers in a personal God enjoy Him? So see, their life is full of joy because of the difference they can worship Him. They enjoy Him through many different attitudes. The serene attitude, Shantabhav. The attitude of a servant, Dasbhav. A friend, Sakhya. A mother, Vatsalya. A husband, Madhurbhav. Or a lover, intense Madhurbhav. You see, the thing is somehow or other to get into the lake of the nectar of immortality. So somehow you have to develop love of God and finally realize God. That is the aim. Beautiful topic today. Suppose one person gets into it by propitiating the deity with hymns and worship, and you are pushed into it. One is doing through devotion, and one is pushed into the nectar of God. The result will be the same. Both of you will certainly become immortal. So somehow think of that only. I give the Brahmos the illustration of water and ice between Sakar and Nirakar. Satchidananda is like an endless expanse of water. The water of the great ocean in cold regions freezes into blocks of ice. So particular forms and not particular general form. Similarly, through the cooling influence of divine love, bhakti, Satchidananda assumes forms for the sake of the bhaktas. He wants to love me through forms, I take this form. The Rishi had the vision of supersensuous spirit form and talked with it. So, Indriyatit is real. Indriyatit, it is Indriyatit, not the gross form. So the Rishis, they had the vision of supersensuous spirit form and talked with it. So the experience direct was there. But devotees acquire a love body, and with its help, they see the spirit form of Absolute. You remember 24th August 1882, Thakur said God is not seen by these charmachakshus. When the sadhana, one develops a love body, love eyes, love ears, love organ of sense also. And through that, the relationship with God grows, experience of supersensuous experience of God comes, and with its help they see the spirit form of Absolute. So Spirit form means body is transcended. That is the spirit form. What conversation today! It is also said in the Vedas that Brahman is beyond mind and words. The heat of the sun of knowledge melts the ice-like form of the personal God. Heat of the sun of knowledge. Personal God, ice is melts. It becomes water. On attaining the knowledge of Brahman and communing with it in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, one realizes Brahman, the infinite, without form or shape and beyond mind and words. That is real miracle. The nature of Brahman cannot be described, whether form or not form. About it, one remains silent. Who can explain the infinite in words? Because the eye does not remain, so who can speak? However high a bird may soar, there are regions higher still. What do you say? That means you have not conceived of the absolute. Preacher. Yes, sir, it is so stated in the Vedanta philosophy. Enough today? Once a solved enough today. Huh? We'll take up this beautiful topic on Monday. Om Tava Kathāmritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriritam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grunanti Ye Bhurida Jana Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.